Today I just wanted to take a moment to share a little bit about myself. I came up with a few things, well actually 6 things, that I did when I was a child that probably had an impact on who I am today. Interesting facts about me that I went through as a child. Okay, so getting on with it. Number 1, the first CD that I ever wanted versus the first CD that I really got. So, the first CD that I ever really wanted was the Coolio CD. For those of you that don't know who Coolio is, he was in the 90s, he was some big bad rapper, and for some reason, I wanted his music in my stereo system. Well, guess what? I wasn't able to get that. I got one better, the All That soundtrack. Yes, the TV show All That from 1990s, probably the best show on television at the time, on Nickelodeon Network. I got the soundtrack to All That, and Coolio had a song on there, all the lyrics, everything was bleeped out, it'd be beep, 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 or there just would be a blank space where he would swear and say a bad word. It's probably why I couldn't get the real CD. My parents knew better than to let me listen to that music. I don't know. Number 2, I really wanted to play football as a child, so I went through the stress of asking my parents, asking my mom, and convincing her to let me try out for the Pee Wee football team. I tried out, I made it. I made the team. I was officially on the football team. Woo! Don't remember what position, but I was on the team, and I was excited. I was gonna get football gear, I was gonna have pads, it was gonna be great. I find out from talking to my parents, and they find out from talking to other parents on the team, that the coach is going around gossiping about some of the children on the team, me being one of the examples. He didn't really approve of people of my kind to be on the team because I participated in summer theater camp, and I did plays during the summertime. He didn't think football and theater camp really matched up, you know? He didn't like it. He thought it was, I don't know what he thought. Maybe we should find him and ask him. But it's cool. I love theater camp. And number 3, while we're talking about theater, I want to talk about the first role that I got to play in any play or anything ever in my life. The play was Annie. I auditioned. I was excited. I had to sing for the audition. I had no idea what to sing. Now I was young, so I sang Happy Birthday. I mean, I don't know. That's what they told me to sing. That's what I feel like I had. That's how I feel like I sang, and I sang my heart out. I got a role in Annie, and the role that I ended up receiving was the dog. Roof, Roof, yes, the dog. Oh, let me tell you the backstory and the work that I had to put into this role. It was so intense. Like, I had to put so much work into this that, like, I slept with my dog, I played with my dog, I pretended that I was a dog at home. I would fetch the ball, I would drink out of the dog's bowl, I would nibble on kibbles and bits, I would do everything you could think that a dog would do. You told me to run, I'd run. You tell me to fetch, guess what I'm fetching. Yes, I did all this. Then I put on the costume, made sure it fit, everything fit perfectly, and I ran around stage on all 4s, and I killed it. If there was a Tony Award to play the dog, I probably would have received it, but there wasn't. So, it was a fun role to play. But I did get to move up to bigger characters because I showed such an excellent performance as a child dog. I got to, you know, move on to Mr. Bumbles and Oliver and the Mayor of the Munchkins. And yes, it was just, you know, a pleasant surprise of my start off of my brilliant acting career. Mystery. Number 4. So, when I was a child, I went through a few stages in life, trying to find my place on this planet. And the most interesting stage that I really sat down and I thought about that I went through was probably the Gothic stage. Now, the Gothic stage included big baggy black t-shirts, black pants, black everything. My hair kind of spiked up in little doopies, maybe sometimes little things. Yes, exactly. Big chains going around my neck, and big chains hanging off my wallet and stuff. Burning incense in my room when I'm not allowed to. Rollerblading around town like it's the new way of transportation. Just thinking, life is great. Listening to crazy rock music that you can't understand because all they're really doing is screaming at you. Easy, but it was fun. I guess that's what I had to experience in life. I went through that for about 3 weeks and then I dropped it and moved on to the preppy stage of life where, I don't know, they just were two opposites, but I had to try them out. And we're gonna move on to number 5. When I was a child, I would wake up in the middle of the night. I'd go downstairs where my mother was fast asleep, and I would crawl in bed with her, and cozy up next to her body all so softly and fall back to sleep every single night until I can't even remember how old. And one time, I'll never forget this, I think it was a traumatic experience because I woke up one night, I went down to crawl into bed with my mother, and as soon as I started pulling off the blankets like I did every other night so I could just, squeeze underneath them, she woke up, her eyes lit up like lamps and would just scream to the top of her lungs as if somebody was coming in the house and just gonna, take her away to another land far, far away from here. So as soon as I saw that, it scared the crap out of me. So I screamed as loud as I could, and it sounded like a little boy. So we're just these two high-pitched voices at the top of their lungs just screaming like crazy. My dad wakes up, he's on the other side. He wakes up and he starts screaming and yelling. He's gonna punch whoever's in the house, knock them out or something. Once they realized it was me, they kicked me back up and told me to go back to sleep upstairs. So I went upstairs, started crying, and went back to bed. Number 6. As a child, yes, in school, I would pee my pants. More than the typical child that would pee their pants maybe once in their life, maybe twice. I would do it constantly. Once, twice, maybe 3 times a week. They would either send me home or give me pants from the nurse's office. Cause I would pee, there'd be a big stain on there would just be pee. If the teacher doesn't let you go to the bathroom, you're gonna pee your pants. I couldn't hold it, I had to go, okay? I just couldn't, so she wouldn't let me go, I'd have to go. Eventually, they would let me go whenever I needed to go. But sometimes I still couldn't make it. But now that I think about it, maybe in the back of my head, I knew that I'd either get sent home or I'd get a free trip to the nurse's office and maybe get a good snack. That could be it, I don't know. Thanks for letting me share my life stories with you as a child. Hopefully my life experiences can make you feel better about yours. And always remember to live it, love it, learn it. And yes, it's not about working out.